Dear learner, I am Dr. Nutan Prakash Vishwakarma, and today I am going to demonstrate that how to retrieve the sequences from one of the prominent database, that is GenBank. So before I go for the demonstration, let us discuss that what are the different ways you can get the records from GenBank. So how you can make the query from the GenBank? So the first query, there is the SSN based, keyword based and sequence based. SSN based means once you have been given the SSN number, you already know that SSN number is an unique identifier for any particular sequence which is hosted in the biological databases. SSN number is unique, so it doesn't matter billions of sequences are there in the any particular database or trillions of sequences are there in the database. Your sequence will be uniquely retrieved once you have the SSN number. So in your problem, in your practical problem, or you are reading any particular research paper, SSN number have been given. In that case, your job is very easy. If you want to see that particular sequence, you just simply put your SSN number in the GenBank and you will find a single record. The things are a bit complicated once you don't have the SSN number and you want to know about any particular gene sequence or protein sequence. So once you have the only the name of the gene, that is known as keyword based searching. And once you don't have the SSN number nor keyword, you have only sequence. And you want to know that actually from which sequence this particular your query sequence is matching most. So that query is known as sequence based. So in this particular session, I am going to demonstrate how to do SSN based query as well as keyword based query. For sequence based query, that we do with the specific type of software, the server, that is known as BLAST. I'll make the separate video for the BLAST demonstration. Say for SSN number based query searching, I want to retrieve the sequence having SSN number HQ190916. And suppose this particular SSN number I find from any particular research paper and I want to analyze it. So let's see how to retrieve the SSN number having HQ190916. To retrieve that particular sequence, what I do, first open the NCBI. The URL of NCBI is ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. As I already mentioned, that SSN number is unique. So in this case, while you are browsing the NCBI, you don't have to bother from which database actually I can retrieve this particular sequence, because SSN number is unique. So no problem, I can search in all the databases, but I will get one and only one sequence. So your job is very easy once you have the SSN number. So let me write down here HQ190916. Let's check it out that how many results I am going to get. Click on search. This interface is known as Entrez. So see, I got the result. You can see these are the databases. These are the different databases present in the NCBI. Since NCBI is a kind of the composite database, means it is the database of lot of databases. You can see in all the databases that the result is 0. Only the nucleotide, that is GenBank, having only one sequence. And the sequence link is here. So I can click on here. Once I click on it, let's see what we are going to get. Now you can find all the details of this sequence. The SSN number HQ190916 having 1468 base pair, molecule type is DNA, topology is linear, GenBank division is bacteria like BCT, and that was last modification date was 6 September 2010. In the definition you may find the definition of it, SSN number again, Previously, if you go for the older sequences, you will find here the locus name. But now this locus name is obsolete, and on the place of the locus name, now scientists are putting the SSN number. Version you can find dot one. Dot one means very simple. Since 6 September 2010, there is no modification. Okay. Then the source, Salinococcus rogeus. These are the name, the full taxonomy of the organism. The references you can see under the references, none of the single paper have been published by analyzing this particular sequence. So here you may find under the author the name of the submitter who have submitted the sequences. The title was direct submission. Researchers have directly submitted this sequence to INSDC, means to the GenBank. And journal on that, since paper was not published, so simply it is submitted by Virani Science College. So the name of the organization you may find, and here it is, you may find the features of it, and in last you may find the sequence itself, and it's end with the double slash. So whatever sequence you are watching here, this is the GenBank file format. Say for example, I want to analyze it. So for that one, I also can convert into FASTA format. So what I can do, if I click on the FASTA format, all the details will be hidden, and I will get only and only the sequences. The greater it is in the FASTA format, the greater than sign, short description about this particular sequence, and later on from the new line you will find the ATGC. That I can save it in the notepad or in the FASTA format as well, and I can proceed for my analysis. Alright. So this is all about once you have the SSN number available with you. What in case you have only gene name and you don't have any other details? So let's try to find out how to go for the keyword based searching from the NCBI. Say for example, I am interested to retrieve the INS gene of human which codes for insulin protein. So here in this case I have the keyword, that is INS gene. So how to go for the advanced searching? Let me show you. So if you are interested to retrieve the gene sequence, in that case what you can do, we can select the gene here, and without doing anything click on search. Once you click on this particular link, you will navigate towards this particular database. See the gene here, and now for further query I can put, to avoid the false positive result or to many results, I want to get only one sequence, right? The INS gene of human being. So what I do, just click on advanced. Once your things is very clear, you are interested in this particular gene, in that case you always go for advanced search. So what I can do here, I can type the INS, the name of the gene. From this all field I can select the gene name, because INS is the gene name, and I am interested for human as an organism. So in all field I can select the organism. See, once I have done all these settings, now I can click on the search. Now let's check it out, what result I am going to get. It depends on the internet speed. See, I got out of millions of results, I got a single answer from the NCBI or from the GenBank. Here you can see, here you can check all the details like what are the official symbol, it is INS, official full name is insulin, the primary source, the lineage of Homo sapiens, the summary what actually this gene does with the human body, what are the orthologs, the expression, on which particular chromosome it is located, how many number of exons are there. So you can find out here the location of this particular gene is at the chromosome number 11 at the P arm, and band is 15.5, and total number of exons are 3. So if I want to see the more detail about it, I can click on the GenBank so that I can get the sequence of this particular gene. So if I click on this GenBank, it will navigate me towards the GenBank file format, just like I have demonstrated in the case of SSN based query. So again you can see the insulin gene or INS gene in the GenBank file format. Here you can see the length of this particular gene is 1431 base pair. DNA topology is linear, and that last modification date was 17th of August 2020, the latest one. And all the other details you may find, like what are the references, who were the author, what type of which paper they have published, in which journal, see the Nature they published, and all the type of research papers they published, that all the details you can find here. And here you can find the features, means the technical details, the annotation of this gene you may find in the feature. And in last, once annotation will be over, you can find the under the origin, you will find the ATGC itself, and the GenBank file format will ends with the double slash. Now if I want to save it in the FASTA format for my analysis, what I can do, just simply click on FASTA, and this GenBank file format will be displayed in the FASTA format. So that FASTA format I can save in the notepad or in the FASTA format as well, and I can proceed for my bioinformatics analysis. Alright, so that's how this is the demonstration. Once you have the keyword based searching or SSN based searching, likewise if you also have the problem, you can do the same. Say for example, now I am giving you an assignment, just retrieve the one gene. The name of the gene is TP53 of human being by the help of advanced searching in the GenBank, as already I have demonstrated. Okay, so thank you. Hope it is going to help you to retrieve your data from GenBank. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.